Welcome guys, if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Faith. Do me a quick favor before we get into it and check out that subscribe button, hit it. Let's get into this video. So today we're talking about nutrition labels. Particularly, we are looking at Dave's Killer Bread 100% whole wheat. And what do I use this bread for? You might be asking yourself. Well, I will link that above somewhere up here because I use it for egg sandwiches for my brekkie, of course. Now, typically you will notice this very confusing little white label here. My camera catches that. Is based on a 2,000 calorie diet. Well, Faith, what does that mean? Well, let me explain. I'm so glad you asked. Typically, nutrition labels are based on a 2,000 calorie diet, which means the percentages and numbers included on the label are assuming that the person is eating 2,000 calories within a day. Is that you? Well, I don't know. Well, you should calculate that. Assuming you are eating 2,000 calories, we're going to look at this label. Now, for this particular bread, there are 17 servings per container. Now, with this, they are assuming that a serving size is one slice. Faith has 2 slices. I have 2 servings within my daily diet when I eat this because I don't care for open-faced sandwiches as much. I don't. So in each slice, there is assumed to be 100 calories. Those calories are made up of fats, cholesterol, carbs, protein. Yes, this does have a little bit of protein. Total of 1.5 grams of fat. Now that would make up 2% of my diet if I were eating 2,000 calories within a day. Well, I have 2 slices, so that's actually making up 4%. But we're going to go based off of this. Now, there's no cholesterol in here, which is fantastic. There is sodium, 160 milligrams of sodium. We also have carbs. There are 21 grams of carbs in this one slice, okay? So that would be 8% of your daily intake for carbohydrates on a 2,000 calorie diet. For me, that would be 16%. Again, I have 2 slices. There's 4 grams of protein in a slice, which is not bad. You do have some iron included in that. Let's look at the ingredients. So we have our nutrition facts. That's going to be basically your macronutrients, any kind of sugars in there, and then you have your ingredients. So in this, you have organic whole wheat, which is made up of organic whole wheat flour, cracked whole wheat, which I don't know what that is. You've got water, organic cane sugar, organic wheat gluten, organic expeller pressed canola oil. This also contains 2% or less of organic molasses, sea salt, yeast, organic cultured wheat flour, organic vinegar, organic acerola cherry powder, and enzymes. Now, do you know what all of that means? Yeah, me neither. Not all of it. But what I am trying to show you is read your labels. So this is not bad bread. Mostly because it doesn't have a lot of sugar. It has a little bit of sugar, especially coming from like your molasses and stuff. As far as what I typically eat a sprouted grain bread, which has a lot more nutrients, I feel like, and a lot less sugar. Unfortunately, as far as nutrients, of course, this does contain a little bit of fats, a little bit of carbs, and a little bit of proteins. It's not that much. And it only contains about 10 milligrams. Oh no, it doesn't even contain that. It only contains about 0.9 milligrams of iron. It doesn't have much potassium. So it's not, as far as nutrient dense, it's not a lot. I would want to look for something that definitely had more calcium in it and more protein in it, just because, like I said, I do eat 2 slices if I'm utilizing this for breakfast, which is basically the only thing that I use bread for. So if I'm doing that, I want something that is more nutrient packed so that I'm not just eating something to basically be a filler or make a meal. I do want it to carry some kind of nutrition. For me, when I'm making a breakfast sandwich, the only other thing that I'm having on top might be an avocado with egg. It's either avocado or it's cheese. It's one or the other. And if I'm not adding nutrients to that, that's not a lot of nutrients for a meal by itself. So if I'm adding my bread, I definitely would recommend something that's more nutrient packed. Just because it says Dave's Killer Bread does not mean that it's necessarily packed with nutrients.